healing. I'm doing some self reflection, reading. So come on in and join me. Come on in, take a seat. We acknowledge your presence, Lord. All right, today is the 5th of January, 2025. And I've been reading this book called 30 Days of Righteousness. The Word is Your Life Action Plan for Individual and Group Study. And it's from Billy Miller. He has a website that's called whateverdevil.com. And also, he sells his books on Amazon. And today is day 5. It says, no coach, no win. Remember your leaders who first taught you the Word of God. Think of all the good that has come from their lives and trust the Lord as they do. Hebrews chapter 13. And I'm going more and more blind. More and more blind. Anyway, New Living Translation. NLT stands for New Living Translation. In the game of life, you're going to need a powerful team. Your team consists of friends or family who are going in the same direction as you. These are your vision partners, the people who get involved with your vision. They motivate you to go after your dreams. They encourage you to reach your goals. They're alongside you, also working diligently to fulfill your purpose. To be successful, you must put together a team. But more importantly than that, you need to have a coach. What successful team doesn't have a coach? What football team goes to the Super Bowl without a coach leading them? What basketball team makes it to the NBA without a dynamic coach? You cannot make it to the major leagues without a coach leading the way. Good morning. Today, coaching has expanded beyond the sports arena. There are coaches in businesses, there are coaches that are more personal, called life coaches. Pastors are coaches as well. Coaches are mentors who have already reached the destination that they're trying to reach. They have already succeeded in the area that you're trying to perfect. Coaches are leaders who are qualified to teach and guide you. They help you to see your vision, determine your goals, go after your dreams, uncover your potential, and discover your value. Coaches push you to the next level to bring out the best in you. But intimate those who but imitate those who through faith and patience inherit the promises. Hebrews chapter 6 verse 12. A coach is filled with information and experience. Why not sit under a coach and soak up all of his or her knowledge? There are a lot of things that your coach had to learn the hard way to or through experience. You can avoid those obstacles simply by learning those things now. You can bypass many unnecessary challenges by allowing the same results as your coach in less time by imitating or patterning yourself after them. I think that's supposed to be patterning yourself after them. Do what they did to get it. Trust God as they did. Use faith like they did. Consider your pastor's life. Follow him as he follows the word of God. Every coach has a recipe. You need this recipe. Your job now is to find qualified leaders. It's easy to get information from mentors once you find them. Contact them and tell them that you admire what they do. Ask for their advice. People feel honored when you come to them. This makes them excited about sharing. Invite them out to lunch or dinner and pay for their meal. This is not the time to blab away. Ask questions, but let them do most of the talking. You're there to learn, not to display what you know. Bring a pen and paper and write whatever pours out of them. They're willing to share. All you have to do is ask. And ask how I have hated instruction, and my heart despised correction. I have not obeyed the voice of my teachers, nor inclined my ear to those who instructed me. I was on the verge of total ruin in the midst of the assembly and congregation. Proverbs chapter 5, 12 through 14. Don't go through the process of finding a coach, gaining their knowledge, then do nothing at all with it. Don't sit there and constantly disagree with what they're telling you. Don't waste their time because nobody likes to have their time wasted. Thank them for their time and assistance. Take their advice and implement it in the best of your ability. And when you get results, make sure that you recognize them. This is their reward to know that they helped you change a life. Believe the word. It's necessary that you get a coach. Coaches are qualified leaders who help you to see your vision, determine your goals, go after your dreams, uncover your potential, and discover your value. Coaches push you and encourage you to do your best. Say the word. Lord, I thank you for the leaders whom you've placed in my life. Thank you for thinking through their mind and speaking through their mouth. I thank you for the anointing that is on their life in Jesus' name. Do the word. Find a coach or mentor and set up an appointment. Invite them out to lunch or dinner and pay for their meal. Prepare your questions way ahead of time. Bring paper and a pen. Ask your questions and take good notes. Show your appreciation for their time. Tell the word. Share your experience with your vision partner or someone on your team. Impart some of the nuggets that you acquired. Motivate them to do the same. Today is January the 5th, 2025. And if you're just popping in, this is 30 Days of Righteousness from an author by the name of Billy Miller. Billy Miller. You can get this book on whateverdevil.com or Amazon. 30 Days of Righteousness. The word is your life action plan for individual or group study. Amen. How are you guys doing tonight? Well, actually, for me, it is 2 o'clock in the morning. I live in Florida, USA, and this is my Breaking and Healing channel. I actually have four YouTube channels, one for my dog and three for me. Welcome to the journey. Maybe you said you love my hair. Thank you. You are beautiful too. What is it? Aina, Aina. You're beautiful too. From Malaysia. Welcome. Welcome, welcome, welcome. Aina. Do you have content on your channel? Actually, this channel is, I'm not good. My husband hit me tonight, so I just went for a walk. Oh my God. You're on the right channel. I'm actually a domestic violence survivor. This channel started because I started sharing my journey of some of the things that I've been through, some traumatic things. You know, I don't know what happens in your country, I know every country is different when it comes to domestic violence, but what I can say is every person deserves love, respect, and honor. I don't care what country you live in, but I do know from listening and learning to different people. Personally, I left my husband. I was not going to sit around for him to kill me. I was not going to wait around for him to kill me. No, I left. Now, some people choose to stay. I was just reading two stories on the news on my YouTube feed. Two women, I think they were shot on the same day. One of them, their husband shot them, threw them in the woods. Another one, they were both killed by one was killed by their boyfriend, one was killed by their husband. That was not going to be me. When you stay and a person is hurting you again and again and again, at some point it's going to get very bad, very bad. And usually someone loses their life. And it's not always women. Some women will beat their husbands up as well. Because I know when I was in criminal court going through my case, there was a man who his partner, I don't know if it's his girlfriend or his wife, he was in court because someone was hurting him. So it's not always the woman. Most people always think about the woman, but it's not always the woman. And if you have family, good friends, church family, I would suggest that one day you make that choice and you leave. That's my suggestion. You never want to hang around. Okay, I understand. Like I said, I don't know what the rules are, the laws are in Pakistan. I don't know what's happening in Malaysia. I don't know. But if your life is in danger, you have to protect yourself. I live with my mom now. Do I want to live with my mommy? No, but I had to get out of the situation that was deadly for me. I came back home to mommy. I don't know how your parents are. I don't know how marriages are handled in your country. I wish I knew, but I don't. But there's got to be a safe place somewhere. There's got to be a safe place somewhere. Why would you want to stay in a place where people are hurting you? And if it's your husband, it's like, no, it's not okay. It's not okay. If the police department doesn't help you, if churches won't help you, usually there's some type of something that will help women in every country. It will be up to you to figure out who or where those people are. You have no one left. Your family is not around. No good friends, no good girlfriends, no good co-workers. I don't know if you work or whatever, I don't know. You don't know anyone in another city. It's not okay for anybody to hit somebody, especially when you're hurting them. It's not okay. Of course, is this the first time he did it? 1 year of marriage. Is this the first time that he hit you? Because I always say if they do it once, they'll do it again. And they do it again, they'll do it again. And it only gets worse. I've never seen it get better. Have you watched some of my videos? I tell some of my story in my videos. I posted quite a bit already, but I still have some more to. Oh, you're welcome. That's what this channel is about. If he's done it once, he'll do it again. I don't know what the reason is. Some people do it for reasons. I don't know what their reasons are. Sometimes they just get upset and they just do things, but it's not okay. I don't care what the reason was. And always remember that it's not your fault. It is not your fault. I don't know who you married. I don't know why you married them. I don't know. That's not my business. But if he's hurting you, that's not okay. And I promise you, if he did it once, he'll do it again. That's the truth. If he did it once, he'll do it again. And looking at your picture, you're too beautiful for that. And it doesn't matter what you look like. It doesn't matter. Domestic violence is never okay. Never, 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 never okay. Can you press charges against your husband in your country? Because here, if someone is hurting you or hitting you, they go to jail. Now, I don't know about Pakistan, but they go to jail here. If you call the police and report that person, they're going to jail. No, it's still not okay. It's not okay. Not okay. That apology doesn't mean anything. From someone who's been through a lot with my ex-husband, the apology is only just so that you will calm down and so that you won't go. No, that's not submission. Please don't fall for that kind of submission. Some countries take that to be something where people are abused. No, no, that's still not okay. I can be submissive. Just because I'm submissive does not mean that you choke me. Does not mean that you try to kill me. That's not submission. That's not submission. I could, of course, I can pray for you, and I will. Now, me praying for you is not going to change. See, I got my special book. Me praying is one thing, but you have to still take action. You have to take action. When you say you have nobody, you mean your family is not there? You don't have family? You don't have cousins, uncle, auntie? I have a friend here. She works with my company. She's from Pakistan. I could probably ask her something. But even her, well, then again, I don't know. So are you in Malaysia or are you in Pakistan? Oh, wow. You don't have any siblings? Your sisters, brothers, nobody? What's up, Destiny? Yeah, I just went live about 18 minutes ago. You don't have no sisters or brothers? Auntie, uncle? Okay, you're in Malaysia. Right. But you said Pakistan. He's from Pakistan, but you're from Malaysia? All I could suggest to you is that you need to find someone that can help you. I don't understand Malaysia. I don't know the law in Malaysia, but it must be somebody in that country that can help you. It's got to be. Okay, well, I'm looking on my phone and I see that there's a number. Do you live in the 603 area code? Country code? 603? This is a number right here. This is the number. This is who you should call. Okay? Got it? You're welcome. Please call that number. They have a 24-hour number and a 9 a.m. to 5 p.m. I would suggest that you call the 24-hour number. Okay? All right. There's help everywhere. You just have to find it. And see, just as easy as Googling it, I'm here in America. I can Google the same thing for Malaysia. There's help everywhere. It breaks my heart every time I read about another woman who's been killed by somebody. It breaks my heart right here. That's why I started this channel so that I could start sharing my story and try to help some women and men, because it's not just women, it's women and men. Men get hurt too. Oh, I'm just talking with this lady, Destiny. You know, this is my breaking and healing channel where I talk about my domestic violence story. Yep. But I also been coming on and I've been reading some stuff that I've been reading to help myself, because it begins in here. After you've been through some trauma, you have to take care of your mental health and your emotional health. And I believe in God. I believe in keeping spirituality first so that I can find healing in my mind and in my soul. Yep. Subscribe to my channel so that you can follow me on my story. Aina. I hate to hear that kind of stuff. Wow, no one should be abused. You're right. And you remember that too as you grow up, Destiny. Even if you have a boyfriend, your boyfriend has no reason to put their hand on you ever. If someone is hurting you any kind of way, if they're talking to you in a way that makes you feel bad, that's verbal abuse. Don't let people talk to you crazy. You deserve better. Anyone that's making you feel bad, I don't care who they are, they shouldn't do it. Teachers do it sometimes. That's why a lot of teachers get in trouble. Parents do, even parents do it. And parents should not be being mean to their children in a way that's making them feel and have low self esteem because of the way they're talking to them. Parents don't even have that right. Yeah, I said it. And I'm a mother and I didn't talk to my child like that. Your child is your offspring. Why would you talk to them in a bad way to make them feel like less of a person? But I've seen a lot of parents who talk to their children as if they're talking to, I don't know what they're thinking that they're talking to. I don't know. It sounds terrible. Just like you want respect, your child deserves respect. If you're in a relationship, boyfriend and girlfriend, fiance, married, I don't know. If that person is not respecting you, You have to love yourself enough to not do that. Walk away, get away. I've started over from nothing a couple of times in my life. I will walk away. No material thing, no house, no car, nothing like that matters when your life is on the line. Well, you keep that same attitude, Destiny. And we all have to learn to like stand up for ourselves. I used to be always a very like quiet person. I'm still a quiet person, but the older I've gotten, the more assertive I've become. People can't just walk over you because you're quiet or because you're whatever. I don't care who you are. You deserve respect. Yep, you do. Morning, mommy. I wonder if I can call this number from my WhatsApp. I'm gonna write it down and see if I can call this number from my WhatsApp. I believe I can call Malaysia from my WhatsApp because WhatsApp is international. WhatsApp is a very good app. You can talk to people like in all countries without paying any money as long as you have data or Wi-Fi. But no one deserves to be abused. I don't care in no kind of way. And some women, I don't know, in different countries, people go through different things, but submission does not mean that someone tries to kill you and it's okay. It doesn't mean that someone can choke you, pick up things and beat you with it. That's not submission. That is not submission. That's brutal abuse. Someone will die because people are doing all kind of crazy stuff. Not a day goes by that it's not in, especially during the holidays. So many women have lost their lives during the holidays, especially. And I don't know what it is about like Thanksgiving and Christmas and the New Year's. The holiday season brings out the worst in some people. I mean, the worst in some people. And no one deserves that at all. Yeah, but there are a lot of parents who do that, and a lot of people, as they say, generational curses, where one person just repeats what the parents did before them, instead of learning to do things better for the next generation, they repeat the same thing that they went through, and that's where the cycle has to break. Some people actually teach their children that hitting or beating them up is the answer to everything. They're gonna punish them physically for everything. And then some people take that into their marriages because they don't know how to cope. They don't know how to respond to conflict. They don't know how to respond to, um, they don't know how to respond in life, I guess, positive, learning how to like self regulate their emotions. It's like everything is handled by using their hand or using an object to bring pain to a person. Oh, wow. Your sister is going through a lot. Your brother tried to stop his sister from getting her stuff? Your brother? Now that's what you said. Your brother is stopping your sister from getting her stuff out of his house. Now that doesn't even sound right. Wow. But that doesn't make sense. Why would your brother do that? He doesn't want your sister to leave? It sounds like there's got to be more to that story. Sounds a little weird. Anyway, I see that you're in the room. Where are you watching from? I'm in Florida, USA. How can I help you? How can I help you? I need to upload another part to my story. Making those videos can be challenging because I'm talking about some very traumatic things that happened to me. But when I talk about them, I'm talking about them because it's like a testimony, and hopefully that my story can help somebody else. But no one deserves to be abused by anybody. Nobody. Nobody. Submission does not mean that a man has a right to beat you. Submission does not mean that a man or woman has a right to beat you. That's not submission. Now, if you've never looked up the meaning of submission, you look it up. What is the meaning of submission? Does not mean that a person has a right to beat you, choke you, put a gun to your head, put a knife to your throat. That's not submission. That's someone that is straight losing their mind, narcissistic behavior, uh, bullying, harassment. I don't know what countries you're in, but in America, those people go to jail, go to prison. If you're calling the police on them, they're going to prison. As long as you have what you need to show the police, they're going to prison. And in every country, I don't care what country you live in, there's got to be some organization or somebody that is there to help women or whoever that's in domestic violence situations. He was doing fraud. He was stealing money from her and she had to pay the rent. He never worked, so she was the only one paying rent and cleaning and cooking for him while she has a 1-year-old. So she moved out today and he tried to stop her from getting her stuff. Well, like I said, I've started over with nothing. I would not, but you said she called the cops, but I would not lose my life over some clothes. I would not lose my life over some little furniture. And it's a shame that your brother is doing that to your sister. That's a shame. But that's domestic violence as well. That's domestic violence as well. Brother on sister. Is she with you now? Is she at your mom's house? Yeah, that's crazy. So many people are going through so much stuff. Makes my heart hurt. My heart aches. And so I'm not big. I don't have an organization, but I do know how to use my phone to look up information. That's all I can do to help somebody. And someone told me before, why don't you start what do you call it? You know those people that have those houses where people can live, like a domestic violence shelter. Someone told me some years ago that I should start with doing a domestic violence shelter. And I really don't know what I have to do, but it's not a bad idea. We need more domestic violence shelters in every state in America. We need more places where women can go and start over. A lot of those domestic violence shelters are not big enough for the state or the city that they're in. There's so many women, and a lot of the time when they're leaving, they don't have money. They don't have money. Because some people run with the clothes on their backs. Where do they go? There need to be more safe places for women and men, because a lot of people always focus on the women, but men as well have domestic violence issues. Yes, they do. There are some women that are tough and rough like a man, and they will hurt a mild guy, I'll say. Every guy is not going to punch you in the face. There's some guys that are loving and caring and will not raise their hand at a woman, even if that woman is hitting them. They just will not, because they were raised by parents who have taught them that that's not what we do. It's not okay to hit a woman. It's not okay to hurt a woman. So yeah, there need to be domestic violence places for men as well and children. I know of some where I've lived, but there need to be more. Right. I know you told me that you were babysitting your niece, but that's still just sad. Your sister like just had a baby, right? That's the one that had a baby, or that's your other sister? Because she's still healing from having her baby. And to be going through that, that's a lot. because after a lady has a baby, then she's going through a lot of things. Her mind, her body is all shifting back and changing. And the last thing she needs is her family to be giving her a hard time. Oh, that's your other sister. Okay. That's crazy. Crazy, crazy, crazy. Well, I'm glad I came on the live, and I hope that lady makes that phone call. I can't make the phone call for her, but I hope she makes that phone call to help herself, because no one deserves to be choked or hit by their husband. No one deserves that. I can't even, I've lost count of the women that have been in the news. Most of them have been shot. It seems like that's the way that people are doing it now. One lady was shot. Her children were calling and calling her. She didn't answer. But she knew something was coming because her children said that she told them that she wasn't sure about if she was going to see the new year, and she didn't. He killed her before the new year came. It's like when people know that they're in harm's way and they stay there and they don't go, and then something happens, it's like, and this lady, the story that I read yesterday, she was getting ready to leave her boyfriend, and I guess he must have known it. And that's something that you have to always be careful about. If you're planning to leave, you have to be like the best actor, the best actress. You do. That's the only way you're going to protect yourself. If you give that person one idea that you're about to leave or you're trying to leave, that's when they start reacting. And just how you're probably acting, they're acting too. But you've got to be an award winning actress so that they do not know that you're planning to go. And even if it means walking away and leaving everything, just like I told someone the other day, the main thing is in uh, in realistic terms, you would want to leave with your documents. If you have a social security card, or if you have an identification card, I don't know what country you're from or what type of documents that you have. If you have a passport, all of those things, even if you don't have the original, you need to have a copy. Copies. Put it in a Ziploc bag, put it in something that it won't get harmed in, and that you have it in a place where that if you have to go, you have your documents. Those are things that take a lot of time to replace. Clothes, you can always get clothes back. You can always get furniture back. You can always get shoes. But the things that you can't replace easily are the things that you will need to identify yourself. Those are the things that you need to have with you. And the rest, I'm sure that you can find a replacement. But if you know that you're in a situation that your life is threatened, don't hang around. Make a plan to leave. I am a domestic violence survivor. This channel is about sharing my story and helping other people. In any way, I'm not rich. I'm a regular person. But like I was just Googling a phone number for some lady in Malaysia. I don't know her, never met her. But she came on the live telling me that her husband had just done something to her, whatever. So I looked up the number for her in Malaysia. In every country, there is some organization or something that is helping people that are going through with domestic violence. Google it. You Google everything else, Google it in your country. Find the resources in your area. A lot of people are in harm's way. Too many women are dying. Too many children are dying. Because when people get crazy in their head, mental problems, narcissistic people, whatever, they're killing the children, being spiteful to the wife. They'll kill the wife, they'll kill the children. Like, come on, make it make sense. Your life is more important than holding on to material things. Some people rather hold on to material things because they don't want to walk away from it. And then they're dead. Make it make sense. And if you're coming across this live and you know someone who needs assistance, ask them to subscribe to the channel. Ask them to reach out to me in the comments. No one deserves to be abused. No one. Absolutely no one. Children don't deserve to be abused. Women, men, no one deserves to be abused. No one. Would you want someone beating you over your head, punching you in your face, strangling you? throwing you down on the ground, throwing you down so hard that you're banging your head, breaking your arm, breaking your legs. No. And I'm thankful for the people that will stand up for people who are being abused. There are some people who will not stand by, especially if you're out in a public place. There are some people that will not stand by. Some men are just straight cowards. They only beat the women. But if another man approaches them, they don't do that to the man. It's like they're weak. Why would you prey on a woman? You won't prey on a man. And if you notice that about a lot of abusers that abuse their wives, they'll abuse their wife, but they won't stand up to another man. They're cowards. Make it make sense. It doesn't make sense. And until we start doing something about it, it's going to keep on going on. And this channel that I've created is just a small step. A small step. And if everyone tries to get on to something that can help somebody else, it doesn't have to be domestic violence, but there's so many other ways to help people out there. Make channels that'll help people. Be a resource to help somebody. Save a life, if it's only one. I hope that lady actually makes that phone call, because I gave her two numbers. One is a daytime number, one is a 24-hour number. I don't live in every country. I live in America. I live in Florida, to be exact. And I know domestic violence shelters in my area. In every area, there's a domestic violence shelter, or two or three or four or five. Contact your libraries, your police departments. They have that information. If you don't call, you can call the hotline. Google the hotline number. I can't even think of it right now. I don't even want to guess, because I have so many hotline numbers in my head. But get the number for the hotline. Call the hotline number. They have resources to help you, to guide you from state to state in America. No one deserves to be abused. No one. You deserve better. Love yourself enough to make the change for yourself. And especially if you have children, get out of there. I don't care if you just leave with the clothes on your back, no shoes on your feet. Only thing I would really suggest is that you have your documents. If you don't keep your documents in your purse or your bag, then get a copy. If you don't have the original, at least have a copy. Some people, I heard about, like sex trafficking and human trafficking, people take your documents and then they're in control of your documents, and then you don't have documents to prove your identity. Be wise. Make copies. Get your documents, make copies. If you have to put it back, somehow figure out a way. You're smart. You're resourceful. Make copies of your documents. Put it in a Ziploc bag so water won't damage it. I don't have a strong box. I keep saying I need to get me a little strong box. You know, the little safe to put like personal things in, but that's kind of obvious. But I put my documents like in Ziploc bags, and I have different copies here and there. So if push come to shove, I've got a copy somewhere. That's like one of the worst things to have to worry about, is when you're trying to relocate and you don't have your driver's license, you don't have your social security card, you don't have your birth certificate, you don't have your passport if you have a passport. Those things are not easy to replace. They cost money to replace. But if you have a copy, that's very helpful. Always have a copy of your documents available. I really just came on to read. I didn't know that I would find someone on here that was actually needing help today. But I don't know. I just felt the urge to go live and to read. I read from this book that I've been sharing with. I've been reading for myself to help myself. Spiritual growth, spiritual things are very helpful when you're going through traumatic situations. So that's what I've been doing, trying to read my Bible more, pray more. I don't know what category you're in. I don't know what's going on with you, where you are. But take care of yourself. Love yourself. Love yourself enough to get away from whoever it is that's hurting you. This is a little domestic violence wrap. If you're coming, going, and you don't wonder, if you're wondering what I'm talking about saving people from domestic violence. That's what I'm talking about. And if you know someone who's in that shape, share this channel to them. Share this channel to them. So that's all I'm about right over here. Encouraging people giving people the information that I have. I don't know everything, but I know enough to help somebody else. I know enough to help somebody else. And the main advice that I have for you is if you are in a domestic violence situation, and I always say, get the heck up out of there. I don't care what it takes. And if you know someone in a domestic violence situation, be that friend, be that family member that will rescue that person, bring them into your house. Yeah, you may not want to bring them in, but do you want to go to their funeral and see them in a casket because someone has shot them in the head or shot them in the back or shot them and they're killing people, killing their children? I would rather have on an extra family member in the house rather than going to see them at the funeral. I'm just saying. Domestic violence is real. A lot of people are dying. A lot of people are struggling with it. And in some countries, some people feel like that's what's supposed to happen. The husband is supposed to beat me. The husband is supposed to reprimand me physically. No, I don't care what country you're in. No, it's not acceptable. It's not acceptable. All right. It is like 2:39 a.m. in the morning. And my bad dog is in my bed. She's very spoiled, but anyway, I'm going to end this live right now, but once again, if you or someone is in that situation, I'm just asking that you subscribe to this channel. That's all. And if you know someone that's struggling with domestic violence and they're choosing not to leave, I'm going to ask you to share this channel with them and ask them to subscribe. Because we have to start encouraging our sisters and our brothers. We have to start encouraging our sisters and our brothers who are dealing with domestic violence. We have to start encouraging them to get out. And if you have a family member and you know that their husband or their wife is beating them up, controlling all the money, not letting them get anything, not letting them have a voice, that's not okay. Don't watch your family member suffer because of someone else's evil ways. Most family members won't stand by, but there are some family members that'll stand by because maybe their family member is saying, oh, don't worry about it, I'll be okay. Really, they're going to be okay. And someone's bashing them in the head. And every time you turn around, they've got bruises on their body. They're trying to cover up the bruises. That's not okay. I'm like, make it make sense. Don't wait till someone dies and then you go weeping and crying when you could have helped them. I'm Vita Songbird. I have that name on my social media. I also have 3 other channels, 1 for my dog and 3 for me. My main channel is called Vita Songbird, Vita hyphen Songbird, my main channel. But this channel is my personal, personal channel where I break down some things that I've been through. That's why I call it Breaking and Healing, because I've been broken and I'm still healing physically, mentally, emotionally, financially, spiritually. Did not know I would meet someone who needed help on the channel tonight. And I hope that she's called the number. I hope she did. And if she's trolling and lying, that's not on me. I did my part. I gave her resources. All the way in Malaysia. Make a channel that can help someone. Some of us have a lot of information. Do something with your YouTube channel. Some people just come on to watch YouTube. But if you got resources, if you got wisdom or knowledge about something that can help another person, start posting that information. Start posting the information that you know that can help somebody. You're smart. I'm sure you're smart. You got a lot of wisdom. Start sharing your information with other people. YouTube has a lot of good. It also has a lot of bad. I choose to be one that's sharing good things to help people. That's what I choose to do. And I'm encouraging you because I believe, I don't even know you, but I believe that you have information that can help someone have a better life. Yeah. Share your information. It's not going to hurt you, it's going to help you. And by sharing, you'll realize that you feel a sense of accomplishment. You feel that you're actually doing something that's beneficial. And especially when you start to get feedback from people, then you realize that you're on the right track. Try it. Now I'm going to get off this live and I need to get on my other platform and talk to my other people. Vita Songbird is about to go live on her main channel. Yep. Before my day gets going, I have to do what I have to do on my YouTube channel. So that's what I'm about to do. It's like this time of the morning, a lot of people can't sleep. And I find a lot of people can't sleep because they're stressed, they're worried, they're fearing something. Anxiety is taking control. They can't go to sleep. And you find them on YouTube scrolling and watching people. Give them something positive to watch. If you have over 50 subscribers, YouTube will allow you to go live. Did you know that? Did you know that? You can go live and share your wisdom with somebody. Why don't you do that? And I'm looking for my do-rag. There it is. My subscribers know my dog is very spoiled. I only let her in my bed because I'm about to change my sheets and do laundry. She's very territorial. Spoiled dog. But anyway, my subscribers know that I always have my bonnet on and I'm in my bed dropping wisdom. That's what I do. Sometimes I'm out. I was out this morning. I went to church yesterday. I go to church on Saturday. But that's neither here nor there. But anyway, I got my bonnet on because I got to get back in my bed, lay down, and get on my other live. But anyway, thank you for hanging around. And if you or someone that you know needs this channel, and I need you to go watch some of the videos that I posted already. I haven't posted a lot. My new videos. I think I have some older videos, but they're not what's really going on. But my recent videos that are addressing the domestic violence journey, my domestic violence journey, I encourage you to go back and watch some of them. Share some of them to someone who might need it. And once again, thank you for coming along and being on the ride here at Breaking and Healing. Until next time, remember that you're special, you're valuable, and you deserve better. You do. Don't allow anyone to hurt you. From the heart, save yourself. Reach out to the resources in your community. They're there. Take care. Bye for now.